Hello, and welcome to the Resident Evil 2 Remake one-shot demo. This is a 30-minute demo for the upcoming release of Resident Evil 2 Remake. We're going to play it. Okay, so full disclosure, I've already played this demo. I've beaten it. It's not exactly a one-shot demo because you can just create other profiles and you can keep playing it over and over again as many times as you want. I've played it 3 times so far, so I'm pretty familiar with it, but I thought it'd be fun to go through it again and just talk about it a little bit, because as of right now, this is my most anticipated game for 2019, which is good and bad. It's good because I get to play, my favorite game so early in the year. It's also bad because then I have to go literally the rest of the year where everything else is just probably going to be pale in comparison. But screw it. I want to play it again.
Hello?
I'll probably play it a lot more because right now I'm like chomping at the bit for more of this game. So right now I'm like squeezing every little drop I can out of this demo. So here's a fun thing that you can do. You can actually go out the front door. I don't think a lot of people know this because I've watched other people play this and I haven't really seen many people try going out the front door. What's bullshit here though is that these zombies are completely invincible. I put 3 clips into one of these guys and they just do not die at all. So that's kind of cheesy. Hopefully they'll fix that for the full release, but it's not really that big. Back in the police station. One of the most iconic locations in the entire franchise. So I'm actually going to do something, I'm actually going to try and kill every zombie in this demo, because they actually do give you a lot of ammo. They give you a lot of resources. I think it's pretty doable. The zombies are hard as shit though. Like, I really like what they did with the zombies in this. They're sturdy. They take a beating. Even just going up against like one of them, you have to kind of like plan your attack. It's not just like, it's not like Resident Evil 6 or whatever, where you're just like mowing down like 100 of them like it's nothing. The zombies actually, they have some weight to them in this, which I really appreciate. So I'm glad that I'm glad this isn't just a straight like remake. This is like a reimagining. This is like a brand new Resident Evil 2. So far from what I can really tell, they're doing a good job of expanding on every aspect of this game from the original that had a lot of room to expand. And by that I mean like areas of the map that weren't used for much before look like they're being better used now. Characters that didn't have much to do in the original are now a little bit more fleshed out, and they have more stake in the story. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all pans out. Characters like Marvin or even the Kendo gun shop owner, like, those are characters that we literally only had like 2 or 3 lines in the original, but now they're actually going to be a little bit more well developed. Fingers crossed that Marvin actually lives through Resident Evil 2, through the remake, and actually becomes like a main series character. I highly doubt it, given that gunshot wound on him, which if you haven't watched this yet, you'll see. By the way, if you haven't played this demo yourself yet, I highly recommend that you do. I am going to be talking over cutscenes. I'm debating whether I actually want to skip the cutscenes or not. I'll probably watch the cutscenes, just because this is new. A lot of people probably are watching this just to get the full experience. It's not like it's that long, so I won't skip the cutscenes.
Jesus.
There's a lot of good atmosphere building here too. Like in the original, This whole hallway was actually well lit, and they've completely darkened it out now. Just it really helps helps give it a better horror vibe.
I'll get you out. Please. Give me your hand. Help me. I got you. Give me your other hand.
I feel like he could be going a little bit faster. Given the stakes that are at play here, I'd be moving my ass through that grate.
Jesus Christ.
He's fine, just put some Neosporin on it. Officer's notebook. When did he have time to draw all this shit? I love that they can break through doors now. I love that there's really no like loading areas now, so it really helps. It makes the entire station feel like it's just one big place where anything could come out of anywhere and get you. You can't rely on that artificial barrier of door loading screens anymore. I really like that. These zombies take a beating, but I love it. I love the challenge that each one of them presents. I'll say they look great. Like the level of detail. I love how the gore is reflected based on where you hit them. They have a I forget the technical term of it, but it has an advanced gore decaying system, so zombies will deteriorate based on where your shots are landing, which is awesome. I wish more games would incorporate that.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
The aiming, I know a lot of people aren't super thrilled with the reticule in this. I think it strikes a really good balance between not being able to spray and pray, but still having accurate shots. I like, you know, I mean, it's not like it takes that long. It's only a second, but it's a good balance. It's there to ensure that you can't just keep spamming shots, you know, nonstop. Very much like Resident Evil 7 was. You had, even though that was first person, it was basically the same thing where you had to taste your shots. This, by the way, is running off the same. It's the RE engine. It's the same engine that Resident Evil 7 used, so things look similar. That's why.
What the hell?
Here's a little secret here. This zombie actually comes out of this door, which was previously locked, so if you hang around for a little bit, you can actually get in this closet. I haven't really tested it yet, but I have a feeling these zombies can actually keep coming back throughout the course of the game until like their heads are like completely destroyed. I mean, we'll know more once the full game comes out, but if you think about it, these things are kind of like Crimson Heads almost, because they can just kind of keep coming back until like the bodies are fully destroyed, and I like that.
Come on.
I didn't think that they would put full-on Crimson Heads from the Resident Evil 1 remake into Resident Evil 2, but if they just had this system in place where you have to completely destroy the zombies, I think that strikes a good balance.
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Browner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't...
Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
Okay, Lieutenant? I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news. We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down.
The facial animation's really good.
Now, you'll need this.
Can't take him.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out, or you run. Got it?
Leon's new voice actor is pretty decent too. They got a good balance of getting somebody who sounds like he could be a rookie, but not too much like a rookie, and not, old enough to be, badass Resident Evil 4 Leon. So it works. It's pretty good. Speaking of voice actors, I don't know if have you guys noticed that the guy doing the voice for Marvin sounds exactly like the cop from Resident Evil 7, who also kind of looks like Marvin. I couldn't find I looked it up earlier. I couldn't find a voice acting credit, but I have a strong feeling it's the same person. Also, I forgot to show it in the other room. This there's a fuse. There was a fuse thing on the wall in there, and here's a taped up box. Both those things are like straight up out of Resident Evil 7, and this is like the stupidest way to keep somebody out. Like, seriously, Leon, it's tape. Peel it, dude. Like, you don't need to get a knife for that.
How I imagine my first day.
Like, if I came in here and I saw my options of where to go, here's this gated up thing, door with blood all around it, a big sign that says "Keep Out," and then I look over here and I see, oh well, here is a brightly lit corridor with a gate that I can see through. And clearly, there's no enemies on the other side. I'm gonna take that route first. But you know what? He's a rookie cop, rookie mistake, so I'll let it pass. I think I already got the ammo up there, so I'm not gonna go up there. I don't want to waste too much time. Now I have, you can actually hit start and it actually shows you the time in the upper right hand corner. So we got 18 minutes. I like the inventory. It's nice and quick. It's intuitive. It's pretty much the same as Resident Evil 7, so it works. Just the famous liquor window. No liquor though. Again, just another. They did this a very similar thing with the Resident Evil 1 remake, where they would change up things like that. Where, like, in the Resident Evil 1 remake, they swapped like where the at what point like the dogs would jump through the window. In this one, they swapped where the window or the liquor crossed through the window. So, like I said, I like that it's not just a straight up remake. They're redoing everything. No stone has basically been left unturned here.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Huh?
Damn it. I was hoping to, in my last playthrough, I actually got his body to fall on top of my body, and I was actually walking around with him on my shoulder. I have a video clip of it. I might insert it here somewhere. It's actually pretty funny. It's pretty dark. I'm hoping in the full game you can find like a light source, so these hallways don't have to stay dark the entire time. I really like this boarding up mechanic. Reminds me of Nazi zombies from Call of Duty. Now my big question is, so I know they can break the glass part, but I wonder if they can eventually break through the boarded part. Because if you remember in the original, they had those hallways where you could fix the shutters with like the wires, but eventually they would like short out, and so it wasn't like a permanent thing. I know in the original you could actually, this hallway wasn't blocked off. I'm wondering if they blocked this off just for the sake of the demo, or if in the full game it's actually blocked off, because it would make sense for the demo, because the only way to get over here is to use this. So maybe they wanted to make it just so it was one way for the demo, so you can go back and use the key in those other doors, because they wanted to limit how much you can actually explore. I don't know. Pure speculation. Fortunately, we don't have long to find out all the answers to these anymore. Of course, the fat zombie wants to get into the vending machine. So the knives have the knives can actually degrade now, which is like a series first. It's not that big a deal. It might be a big deal though for people who like to do knife only runs. I'm not one of those people. Shit. Even attempted to do that. You have to be like a hardcore strategist to be able to do that stuff. That's just not that's not me. Okay, this is really stupid. First off, this is a horrible security system, if all you have to do is press the buttons to open the doors. But second, it's really stupid because if you know anything about like keyboards, the actual like pieces of plastic on top don't actually do anything. They're just there to show you. You should still be able to like press those in to get the same effect as pressing the keys as if they were still there. But I mean, whatever. It makes about as much sense as not being able to go through a hallway just because the box is taped up with like duct tape. If I had any complaints, it'd be I wish they would have put a little more thought into the barriers that keep you from getting to certain things. But it's just nitpicking, really. The only two guns I found, well, there's the pistol, but the shotgun is the only gun I found in the demo. I think that's the only one you can get right now. Hopefully all the classics return: grenade launcher, bow gun, Magnum. I like that they brought gunpowder back, because I think the only other Resident Evil game that had gunpowder was Resident Evil 3. I might be wrong on that, but I think that was the only one.
You bastard!
This dude always takes a beat. Shit. See that little dive mechanic he did there? Never had that happen before. Bastards are tricky. If you really want a good way to make sure that they're dead, just whip out the shotgun and just do that. I mean, if you got the ammo to spare, why not? But yeah, that guy always takes the beating. I don't know if certain zombie types have different like HP status, or if it's just like kind of a randomly generated thing. I have no idea. Trying to keep true to my word, though. I want to kill every zombie. I'm not counting the ones that are outside the windows. I'm just going to deny them entry. I don't think that one's dead, though. Because that was only like 3 shots. don't know. They're really good at pretending to be dead. Because sometimes I'll think it's dead. You'll think it's dead, and then you'll walk around and do stuff, and then they'll just show up again later. Can you still make marijuana? Yep. There's not really anything on here. I've only got 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna screw around with rooms that don't really have much to offer. You can develop the film in there just like the original, but I'm not really here for documents.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, if you think about it, the zombies in this are just as hard, if not more hard. Probably just as hard as the original, because in the original, some of those zombies could take your entire half of your clip.
What the?
Take down. So in that regard, it's very faithful. I don't think they
Back up.
made it really any more difficult, aside from making it harder to tell when they were actually
Oh, I don't believe
like dead.
Fuck you.
I like that Leon talks now when he's doing stuff. What I don't like is that, you know, after the 12th zombie he kills, he still says stuff like, "What the?" and "Whoa, what's going on?" That's one thing I kind of hope isn't in the full game, because that would get kind of stupid if you're like at the end of the game and Leon's still like, "Oh my god, zombies!" I was gonna say it earlier and I forgot. So I don't know if you guys saw, they kind of revealed in the the picture that they put out for the collector's edition that the reason why everything in this police station is like so like medieval style is because it's actually it used to be a museum that they converted into a police station. So that's why there's all these like secret passages, ways, and like keys that look like playing cards and like weird shit like that. If this were the full game, I'd probably run that back down to the item box, but since it's a one-off demo, I don't like. There's the liquor.
What in the?
It's the real liquor, not those little bitch liquors from Resident Evil 5. We got 7 minutes. That should be enough time to finish. We're actually not too far from the end. Side pack, which is nice. Hopefully you don't get it this early in the full game, because I don't know. I feel like that's like a late game object that you should get. I don't know what actually triggers him to fall down. I think it might actually just be from looking at him. I tested it a few times. I think that's what actually triggers it.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
First time I played this, I felt really stupid because I was shooting the zombies up here, and then they crowded at the bottom of the ladder, so I thought, okay, I just screwed myself. Now I have to, like, take a hit just to get off the ladder, because I couldn't get an angle. But there's a staircase over there, and I felt so stupid because I didn't see it the first time. I just realized I've been shooting him in the head so much, I haven't really tested what it's like to just shoot him in the body. Yeah, look at that, like, multi-layered gore. I love that. I wish all horror games had stuff like that. Okay, got 5 minutes. So all you have to do is walk out to the atrium and the demo ends. Okay, so what's with these green lights in, like, libraries? Like, every library I've ever seen has had these green lights. Like, every movie where there's a library, they always have these lights. Is there something about, like, the green shade that makes it, like, easier to read or something? I don't know. I've always wondered that. I think all the other ones in this room are dead, but I just want to make sure. Best way to know if a zombie's dead, just put one up the ass. He had Chipotle for dinner. Yeah, they're all dead. I stayed true to my word. I killed every zombie in this demo. It's absolutely feasible. They give you plenty of ammo to do it. Actually got an extra 3 minutes, but there's not really anything left to do. I'm curious as to what these are. I'm also curious if you can actually just guess these, or if you have to meet, like, a certain prerequisite first where it triggers the ability to unlock these. Because I know in the original Resident Evil 2, like, you could find the safe, but if you already knew the code, you just put it in. But some games, it's like you have to find the code to be able to use it. Resident Evil 7 was like that. That part where you had to find the door code, you couldn't actually just put the code in. You had to find the code even if you already knew what it was. That's it. I don't have time for another playthrough.
Yes.
There are people who have beaten it in like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't think I'm at quite at that level
Name's
yet.
Claire. I came into town with her.
I'm curious what the world record for this demo is right now. It's probably like a minute something. Something crazy. I don't even know how that's possible.
I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
"23 minutes, 12 seconds. Game mode standard." So I'm wondering if they're going to have like the arranged mode where it like scatters items, or if it like randomly generates items in different areas. I hope they have that mode, because that would add a lot of replayability to it and it would be a lot of fun. So fingers crossed for that. You know, I'm just gonna let it play out. There's a little. I'm gonna let the cutscene play out here too, just for the. So this is a full package here. I'm not gonna skip it.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected. You gotta be kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over soon.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Ada!
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Who's that? You don't know what you're up
The whole
against.
place is coming down.
That's a pretty damn good idea.
This is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all wiped out.
Everybody loves Hunk. He's like the Boba Fett of Resident Evil. I've never actually played the tofu mode in the original, but I'm really curious to try it in this one. Okay, Capcom, don't put a direct link to buy the product in your demo. That's just, come on, that's not classy at all. Okay, so that was the Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo. I absolutely love it. I love everything about it. I love what they're doing. It's been a long time. I remember they announced that they were making a Resident Evil 2 remake like so many years ago, and then we just went so long without hearing anything about it. So everyone was just kind of assuming that, well, maybe it got canceled or maybe it's just going to be, you know, so many more years. But no, they announced it, and then literally the next time they were talked about it was like at E3 of 2017, or sorry, 2018, when they were like, yeah, it's done and it's coming out soon. And I love that. I wish more game developers would do that instead of just keep building, you know, hype behind a game for so long and then just giving us all this bullshit and keep delaying it. No. With this, they were like, hey, we're working on it. We'll get back to you when, you know, when it's finished or whatever. And that's what they did. So I can't wait. Less than 2 weeks as of this recording. I'm ecstatic. I think it's going to be phenomenal. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the full game.